how to make pumpkin pie cheesecake. These are the instructions. But first, you're going to want to preheat your oven to 350 degrees and let 8 ounces of cheesecake left out. Just let them out to set, and then you're going to put them in a bowl and microwave them until they're soft in 30-second intervals until they're whippy whip 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 like this, because if there's any lumps in your cheesecake you're going to be ticked. So we're going to pop 3 eggs and 1 yolk. Instructions call for 3 eggs and 1 yolk. Crack 3 eggs regularly, put them in a bowl, any bowl will do, and then put the 1 egg that you want the yolk in to go in here. Crack the egg carefully so as not to break the yolk. Take a bottle like Coke or something like that, squeeze, and hopefully this works. Yay, it worked. And you have your 1 yolk. And whisk the eggs until they're thoroughly incorporated with each other, so that way they're not lumpy and things like that. After you've whisked your eggs, you're going to incorporate that into this squish. After your squish is incorporated, you're going to start adding your pumpkin, because it's another wet squish. And then we'll get to after that. Make sure you scoop down the sides, because if you don't, you can get little bits in there and you're going to be like, oh, why is there bits in my pumpkin cheesecake? 1/4 of a cup sour cream. Those are going to be bits of sour cream, I can already tell right now. One and a half cups of sugar. 1.5 cups of sugar. Make sure you incorporate this really good, otherwise you'll get grainy things. So much. I wish I had a mixer. I mean, we have 2 up there, but there's no frickin' handles to it. Stupid. Go, coffee, go.
What is this?
1/2 teaspoon ground cinnamon. Half a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. It says 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, but I'm going to use 1/8 of a teaspoon of pumpkin spice instead, because I don't like nutmeg. 1/8 of a teaspoon pumpkin spice. 1/4 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. 2 tablespoons of all-purpose flour. 1, 2. Whisk that all together. Be very careful when you're whisking all wet ingredients with the dry ingredients because they might fly out if you do it too fast. You gotta do it real slow and do it in the middle so that the dry ingredients come to the middle. See how it's doing it? Little by little by little. And then when it's mostly incorporated, give it a run around the outside. If you have a whisk, it's best to do it with a whisk. Right now I'm just using a fork. And last but not least, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, or vanilla essence. Now, because cheesecakes don't rise a whole lot, you can put a whole bunch of cheesecake into a dish. So don't be afraid to pour it in and fill it almost all the way up to the top because it doesn't rise very much. Okay? You fill it almost all the way up to the top. Just remember, it's really, really, really runny. So when you put it in the oven, it's going to be very difficult not to spill it. So just take into account that it's really, really, really liquidy and it's gonna maybe spill. So be careful. Okay, so after you put both of the pies, you might have a little extra so you can make little tarts if you want to. And then after your oven's preheated to 350 degrees, put them in carefully. Set your timer for 60. Actually, set your timer for 35 minutes. And then come back and check and see if the little ones are done. I'll clean up the mess that you made in the kitchen. Okay, so after the timer's gone off, come over, check your pies, see if they're done. The little ones look like they're doing well. I'm going to put them in for another 15 minutes. And let it go. You can't really see. If you can bounce. Perfect. Take them out. Knife, and if it gets sticky in the middle and it comes out clean, that means it needs to go back in because there's crap on it. This one's gonna actually go in for a little while longer, but yeah, actually I think I will put them in for longer. Time to check. Oh, they're cracking. That's not good. But whatever, it's pumpkin pie, it's going in my stomach. Oh, it still needs a little more time. $20 more minutes. Pumpkin pancake squish. Time to check it again. Ah, perfect. Time to turn the thing off. All right. And now just leave it. Put the thing and just leave it.